And we're live. We are back with another Table Reads for Cash season. This is season 1, episode 1. For those of you
World
who
premiere.
aren't in tune or haven't been keeping up with us on our Instagram account or our TikTok account, our Facebook account, our OnlyFans account, our MySpace account, or our LinkedIn. So if you haven't checked out any of those social media accounts, please tap that subscribe button on your appropriate platform. Before we get started here tonight, I am required to read this out loud. And it says here that no characters. Where did that go? There we go. All characters presented on Table Reads are works of fiction. They do not in any way represent actual humans, animals, or spiritual entities. Uh, Otherwise, um, that's a little disclaimer that our producer wanted us to read um, after some incidents earlier this week. Um, Now, as you know, we've received a 7-day ban from Twitch, which was our main platform. Um, there's some they're pretty serious allegations. Let's just say that. And I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, really, from our staff. Clearly, um, but I would just say that the incident occurred on Sunday evening as part of an outreach program. Um, and yeah, we're riding out the ban. We appealed. We're getting some legal work involved. We're getting some lawyers at the ready to present a case against Twitch.tv for that 7-day ban. Um, you guys got anything on that?
Yeah, I mean, we are looking for a lawyer to keep on retainer right now. So if you are a lawyer or if you know a lawyer that is interested in doing a little bit of community service for the arts community, reach out to our production team. Basically, this is a pretty serious incident where we are taking very seriously. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd add if we can get a lawyer to do some pro bono work for us. As you can see, the trajectory is straight upward. This thing is blowing up. So it could, the exposure for you as a lawyer could be really big from this one. You could get some
Hmm.
great exposure. So that's kind of what we're looking for first and foremost is a lawyer who's willing to work in exchange for exposure. Failing that, something that would be super helpful to us is a scapegoat. So if you want to, like, say you hacked our account and you said some really naughty things to some streamers, we will take that straight to Twitch and be right back on the air. So, pro bono lawyer would be great. Failing that, scapegoat.
Scapegoat or pro bono? Got it. Um, if we want to, we can just go over the incident report here briefly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Um,
let's
you
just talk about it.
but
Because I'm a little confused. I don't know quite what happened. Why don't you want to kind of lay it out for us?
before we get into that, let's do our introductions because I know we're all really worked up over this situation and these very serious
yeah.
allegations, which are, by the way,
We look like the sort of people who would do something bad. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Just mm-mm.
We're not hiding anything. And on that note, like if you are interested in being our counsel, like we have video evidence, like we have everything is recorded. We have footage. We have footage of everything.
let's go right into
Which
introductions here. On my on the right hand side here of the screen, we've got Flimbert Einstein. You want to do a quick intro, Flimmy?
Hey everybody, I'm Flimbert Einstein. I'm the same guy you remember. I'm your favorite Table Readz actor, and I'm just here to provide you with some insight into the process of drama. I am a dramaturge, so I am pretty specially qualified to let you know what is and isn't good acting. And coming all the way down from the line of Alfred Einstein, we have a lot of great thinkers in our family. So vote for me.
Bravo.
Thank
Flimmy,
you.
well said.
Yeah, amen. Amen to that.
Well
Definitely
done.
my favorite Table Readz character
Yeah, I know.
or actor.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Why don't we go over to you, Mary? Would you give us a quick intro since we are uh, on the very night of our world premiere,
yeah,
season 1, episode 1.
and our first night on Twitch, or I mean on YouTube, as it were. Get so many platforms. My name is Mary McKay. Got my bachelor's of theater and performing arts at Fresno State University. With these two guys, it's how we met. Um, I currently teach theater and production at a public high school here in Bakersfield. And I really enjoy historical reenactment. I've been a member of the SCA since I was 20 years old. You might catch me at your local Renaissance Festival or at the local animal shelter volunteering. Um, yeah,
Hey,
that's me.
Mary, I just gotta say real quick, I'm a little confused. You said from here in Bakersfield, but if I'm not mistaken, I recognize that fountain behind you. Is that not the fountain that we all had the incident at
Well,
at Fresno?
the
Am I wrong?
first of many.
So what are you streaming from in front of the fountain at Fresno State, or are you streaming from Bakersfield? I'm just a little confused.
Okay, sorry, let me clear this up for everybody. This is actually a green screen behind me.
Oh
Whoa!
my
This thing is
gosh.
I know. The kind of like technology is so crazy
that is
nowadays.
insane. It's
So
so real. You can even see the water moving and everything.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm actually in my apartment in Bakersfield.
Incredible. Truly
Wow.
incredible.
And
No, like I'll prove it to you. No, I won't.
thanks, Mary. That was a
Yeah,
great introduction. Let's give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
thank you. Thank you. A stranger to applause.
Michael, I'd love to just hear a little bit about you too, since this is the world premiere. Can you just give us a brief introduction?
Of course, my pleasure, Flimbert. My name is Michael M. Michaels. I'm a professional actor and voiceover actor, as well as character actor. Um, I specialize in physical comedy. Um, I also specialize in characters named Thomas. As you know, I recently auditioned for the role of Samuel in Pirates of Penzance, and
I do know.
although I did not get that role, I believe it was due to the fact that I insisted that we change the character name Samuel to Thomas. It's just a preference of mine. You know, some of my other accolades include submitting an audition tape for Blue Bloods, which I didn't hear back from, but once again, insisting on a Thomas type character, a Thomas archetype. Um, I also submitted a video audition for the remake of The Godfather Part 2. Um, and although the role was for Fredo, I once again insisted that we rename the Fredo character to Thomas. It's a personal preference of mine, and I feel like it's important to me in my career. My agent continues to push me on this matter and pull me as well, one direction or the other, depending on how drunk he is. So,
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I feel like in the case of you not getting the Blue Bloods role, in the case of you maybe not getting the Godfather role, it's worth considering that you were overqualified. Like, for instance, in my pursuit of character acting, I recently went down to a Waffle House and applied. And they said, "You're Flimbert Einstein. You don't need a job at a Waffle House. We all know who you are. You're amazing. You're our favorite." And they wouldn't let me have the job. And I, when my first reflection was, how have I fallen so far that a Waffle House won't hire me? But I told this to my mom, and my mom said, uh, "Honey, it's because you're overqualified. It's because they know that you're made for bigger and better things." And I really think that applies to you too. I think that you can't just be applying for these nickel and dime roles. You need to just go ahead and show up in the studio for, the next Odyssey and be ready to go.
Sure, sure. I understand completely, Um, that being said, I primarily submit video auditions due to my condition. Um,
I forgot about your condition, and
right.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Diagnosed with extreme fear of people, places, and things. Um,
It's awful. I'm sorry.
right. The studios need to be darkly lit. That's just why here I'm at my stage. Um, with
That's the perfect amount of light right there.
exactly, you don't want to be too in today's world. You don't want to be too seen. I feel like.
Especially someone like you.
Right, right. The voice actor work is really my cup of tea. So, um, anyways, that's a little bit about me. And oh, thank you, thank you. Hold the applause, please, please. Um, we can get on into if you want to get back to this incident report, we can just briefly going over what occurred last night, resulting in a 7-day ban from Twitch for us. And like I said, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but here's what happened. Our production manager, Una Lombard, who does location scouting for us, was doing some talent scout on Twitch in the ASMR category. Um, this includes prompting ASMR artists and seeing if they have scripts available. Um, and what occurred was Una requesting a script from an ASMR artist who was doing some moaning, doing some licking, and kind of sucking
Mm-hmm.
noises,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just very, kind of common practice, but they were very doing a very great job, according to Una, and requesting a script from that from said artist. Um, that resulted in a sexual harassment ban on Twitch. So, you know, we're not blaming anybody. Nobody's at fault here except Una. And we're not trying to reprimand anybody or name call, but Una Lombard, our locations scout and talent scout, um, it, it would be to blame if there was anyone to blame. Now that being said, I think these allegations are completely false. I think if you prompt an ASMR artist to perhaps submit a script and you describe what they're currently doing on the air as maybe part of what they could do for their script, I think there's no fault in that at all.
I couldn't agree more. I think that this whole thing, well, I'd like to start off by just saying I'm fuming. I don't know that I've ever been angrier than this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I broke a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
today.
Yeah.
I don't have any cups at my house anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I wrecked my car and some other people's cars,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really heartbreaking that people don't see our good graces shining through, that they don't know that people like us, salt of the earth, good-hearted people, they think we could do something like this. They think our location scout, Una Lombard, while talent scouting, could go onto someone's page, describe what they're doing. It's just preposterous. None of it seems real.
Yeah, we are actually like really, 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 really good people.
Really
So,
cool. And
the
we're the
best.
sort of good people who don't get angry very often. So to get us this angry means you really messed up, Twitch.
I don't know if we're gonna go back, honestly.
I think
It's a dying platform anyway.
a lot of us here on the team are happy with YouTube live stream. They've been very welcoming to us, granting us a couple sponsorships, just willy nilly, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Really welcoming us with open arms. And you know, another thing I'd like to say on behalf of Una Lombard, our talent scout, is that you know, we love the ASMR community. We
Yeah.
are believers in ASMR as an art form, as a lifestyle. Um, so, no shade to the ASMR community. We love you. We welcome you with open arms, and we would love to hear your scripts. Um, you know, little clicking noises can be written in really easily, and we will read those ASMR scripts. You know, we love to
But
take
yeah,
on the role of other artists.
Right.
we love the ASMR community, but we don't love them sexually enough
Right.
to
You want to make that really clear.
make a comment like that. And you know what I mean? Like we like them platonically. We love them platonically.
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. And here's where you come into it. To our loyal viewers, to the Table Readz army, as it were, we're working title. We'll something better's coming along. We need all of you, at the very least, to reach out to Twitch and tell them how this makes you feel. But preferably, we hope that all of you will start streaming on Twitch, and the only content you will stream is your grievances about our Twitch ban. And I'm not talking about for the next week. Yeah, we get unsuspended in 6 days. This is a campaign that needs to go for years. Like, this is not something that can go away. We need to spend the next chapter of our lives letting Twitch know how this made us feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is one of those kind of part of the hero's journey, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
An
Yeah,
important turning point.
this is a Bildungsroman if I've ever seen one.
All right. Well, gosh. I mean, oh, what was that?
We've
Oh, what's that sound?
we've got an incoming script, folks.
Never get tired of that sound.
I can never tell if it's just the noises from my neighborhood or if it's... Oh!
All right. What's our incoming script right now? Did this just come through?
Looks like we have got. Let's see here. What is this script?
The,
This is The Gladiator 2 by submission from Nick Cave.
mm,
The Nick Cave?
the wrestler Nick Cave?
The guy named Nick who wouldn't let us into the Oregon caves?
It's another lifetime. Gladiator 2, huh? That is interesting. I gotta kind of make a connection here because, as a lot of you know from watching season 0, um, we are working on our own hit Broadway musical right now, and it's more or less about a gladiator. I don't want to give any spoilers because we're gonna get there with you guys, but Songs of Aurelius, Legend of Lion and Brine. So we are no strangers to gladiators. We could play gladiators in our sleep. But yeah, I would be interested to know if this is Nick Cave the wrestler or Nick Cave the singer, songwriter.
Yeah, if you're in the chat tonight, um, please make yourself known so we could give you a proper shout out, Nick. And thank you for the submission. Um, we have been requested to read scene 11 here, which is on page 13.
Okay.
Page
So let's
13.
just give it a whirl and see how it goes here. It looks like we could do a couple pages of this for a free submission. And we don't we don't mind free submissions, but if you wanted us to really dive in, you would have to pay a higher tier rate. For any edits or feedback, um, especially we have it on our request form when you're submitting a script. Um, if you'd like kind feedback, if you'd like us to just rip it to shreds like we're used to doing, um, that's an option as well. But for free submissions, we just do whatever we want. So I'm excited to dive in, guys. How about you?
Whatever the script calls for, I would say. Yeah, and we'll just real quick let everybody in the chat know. I did put a link to our script submission form in there, and the script submission form does go over the different payment tiers. So this is like Michael said, this is from the hat. It's a free read. So yeah, I'm excited. So did you say page 13 is what Nick wanted us to do in
I've
here?
got you guys at page 13. I think it's like scene 11, but on the PDF submission, it's page 13 here.
Okay.
Let me go up to the top here. It says Gladiator 2 by Nick Cave.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. The ruined temple.
Ruined
How many
Temple.
characters?
Looks like maybe a lot. Um, I've definitely got a lot
Okay.
from Jupiter, Maximus, Jupiter, Mars. Jupiter, that's like gets us through 3 pages with 3 characters up until Bacchus enters. So why don't we assign some roles here? Um, if the whoever plays Mars could read stage directions.
I can do that.
Do you want to be Mars? Flimmy,
Yeah, I'll do.
Flimmy, do you want to take Jupiter? And
I'll take Jupiter.
I'll take Maximus. Um,
That's great.
it's a good role for me because although Maximus uh, is not a Thomas archetype character, I am playing Aurelius in the Tale of Lion and Brine. Uh,
Mm.
so it's another gladiator type character from ancient Rome.
And really, uh, you know, Maximus, Aurelius, Thomas. Is it a coincidence they all end in us?
If only they ended in I, because I am a Thomas. I am a Maximus. I am an Aurelius. That's who I am. So really, they should be called Maximi, Aurelii, and Tomi. Tom
Kind of
I,
make me.
Tom I am.
Wow. Tom, I am.
Tom I
This,
am. I am Tom.
that's really good. That's really good. Wow.
Never dull moment.
Okay, let's jump right in here.
Okay. I think for this one, for the stage directions, I'm gonna practice my transatlantic accent.
Oh, that's a great idea,
Sounds
Mary.
cool. Just I just need practice, so I'll go ahead and do that while we. Okay. Interior, ruined temple. Maximus enters the dim confines of the temple. Rain leaks through the broken stonework and runs down the walls. A large torch wheel hangs from the ceiling on a chain and it swings and creaks. 7 dissolute old men. Jupiter, Apollo, Pluto, Neptune, Mars, Mercury, and Bacchus cluster around a makeshift table, their heads craned toward each other as they mumble amongst themselves. Maximus stands before them. The old men grow silent. They look ill and diseased. The torch wheel creaks. Jupiter, fat, eyes boiled and bloodshot, sits in the center. He looks at Maximus and pushes the other old men away.
I'm sorry to interrupt it so soon. I know that I'm interrupting it right as I should be saying my first line, but I just want to say, whoever wrote this script, the fact that you described Jupiter as fat right off the bat, excellent. That gives me so much to work with. I really know where I'm going with this character now. And
Awesome.
we've been dealing with a lot of, frankly, pretty amateur submissions. And to see someone with a professional attitude who tells us the body type right out of the gate like that, God, it's just so refreshing. So thank you so much, whoever submitted this.
Nick Cave.
Good work.
Nick Cave submitted this.
Nick Cave. Thank you, Nick Cave, whichever Nick Cave you are.
Well done.
Okay.
Great. Hey,
sorry
Flemmy,
to
that's a great
interrupt it
point.
like that.
Great
Let me just
point,
get back to the character real quick.
So far, 10 out of 10, no notes.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Okay. I'm in character now. Give me room.
The old men sit upright, tottering drunkenly on their seats. Jupiter leans forward and throws open his arms.
Behold the mighty Gladitor.
The old men smirk and titter.
In all his thundering apparel.
The old men burst into laughter, rocking and howling in their seats. Jupiter raises his hand. The hilarity dies down. Mars, spider-thin, sniggers like a girl behind his hand. Another body type.
Love it. Speak, Gladitor. State your purpose. What brings you here?
I seek my wife and son.
Jupiter leans forward.
Were they good people, Gladitor? Were they kind?
Oops. They were.
Mars sniggers and leans forward.
Oh, that's actually.
I'm Mars. I'm
you're
Mars.
You're Mars.
What does Mars sound like? Were they honest and compassionate?
Mary, check your chat real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. Apologies. Let's go from the top of the page here. We had a little hiccup in our stream. Okay. They were.
Mars snickers and leans forward. Were they honest and compassionate?
They were.
Were they virtuous, Gladitor? Did the little birds twitter as they passed by? Maximus stares at Jupiter.
Well, you won't find them around here.
Jupiter throws himself back in his seat and laughs, then breaks into a coughing fit. Again, the old men roar with laughter. Maximus steps forward and rests his hands on the table. He leans in close to Jupiter.
Can you help me, old man, or not?
In unison, the old men reel back and wave their hands in mock horror. Ye gods, the man means business. The old man laughs. Jupiter raises his hand. The laughter dies. Jupiter stares into Maximus's eyes.
Old, it is true, but a mere man?
Jupiter slowly shakes his head.
I think not.
Jupiter leans forward.
I could assign you to oblivion in a breath.
Maximus and Jupiter stare at each other.
I have come to you in good faith. Can you help me?
Jupiter theatrically cups his hand to his ear.
Hush! Listen. What is that I hear?
The room grows silent. The torch wheel creaks.
The winch of fortune turning in your favor.
How so?
Listen to me, Maximus.
Jupiter leans closer. His face becomes grave.
There is this man. His name is Hephaestus. He is, well, one of our own. He has disappeared, turned his back on us, lit out into the wilderness, the great desert, his head full of devils and bad ideas.
Bacchus, ravaged, old hands trembling, leans in.
A madman!
A dissident.
His brains.
Well done, guys.
warm.
That's all we got for that one.
Good job.
I love that.
Good job, everybody.
I'd say that's a wonderful submission. You're really going places with this writing, Nick. Once again,
Yeah, if the music thing doesn't work out, you've got a really good backup.
yeah, if you're in the chat, please make yourself known. This is a wonderful script. As Flimmy was saying earlier, about the body type thing. We get so many scripts in here, folks. I mean, we are getting hundreds of scripts submissions a day. And when they do not give a body type, some of my favorite roles are to play like an athletic, slender, well-built, masculine fellow. If I don't get that body type, I don't know what I'm doing, you know?
Absolutely.
Most Thomases have, I think that's the connection there, because most Thomases have that kind of like athletic cut, muscular, kind of leading man build.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
That's true.
At least every Thomas character that I've ever known of, and every Thomas person that I've ever met or known in real life.
right, like attractive. Well, I think we talked about this in season 0, but super attractive. Um, Thomas from Downton Abbey, and then I would say like only topping him out would be Thomas the Choo Choo Train.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
He
I
was
like to
also
go-
very muscular. I mean, come on.
Got to be strong to be a Choo Choo Train.
Oh, absolutely. I'd like to take it a step further and say, while anytime somebody gives us all the body types, we know that they're a professional. We know that they're good at what they do. We know it's not an amateur script coming in if you tell us that the lead character is obese and the secondary character is rail thin and so forth. But it takes a special sort of artist to go beyond those. I believe here in the script it describes Mars as spider thin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That is
spider
an
thing.
eloquent description. You can imagine that Mars carries most of his heft in his abdomen, but that his limbs must be so skinny as to be almost just wires.
Right.
And you just don't get that sort of quality body description in your run-of-the-mill script. So, Nick, I would say, we like to say on here, don't quit your day job. If I were you, I'd quit your day job, Nick.
Yeah, the music thing, like I know, like nobody has ever really heard of you.
Um, I was gonna say too, like, one of my favorite. Do you guys remember the James Bond movie that was written by Roald Dahl?
Oh, of
I
course.
can't remember
Skyfall?
which one was it, but uh,
Skyfall.
Skyfall. Yeah, Roald Dahl did Skyfall, and Roald Dahl also did James and the Giant Peach, which I think would
Hmm.
be a great reading for us because there is a lot of character body type descriptions. I was just reminded because of the spidery thin bit
Right.
there, like
And
the portly caterpillar.
and as soon as you juxtapose that to those two, I see an immediate potential for a crossover Skyfall James and the Giant Peach mashup script.
James Bond and the Giant Peach.
James Bond and the Giant Peach. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you know you're dealing with professionals.
And there's really no one better to do that than Nick Cave here because he's already proven himself. You know,
Right. It's not Thomas and the Giant Peach after all.
right?
Yeah, spider thin. Wow. It's like poetry.
It is. It's so eloquent. You can feel it. It takes you there.
So I would suggest that if you don't get any bites on this, just like as a professional actor and theater industry mastermind, I would suggest here to Nick that if your Gladiator 2 script doesn't get any bites, please start working on James Bond and the Giant Peach. I think it would just be a wonderful screenplay um, for you to just undertake all by yourself.
I can see Nick Cave becoming a household name if he does that.
Yeah, because right now, like I said, really obscure, kind of underground. I mean, nobody knows who you are,
Yeah,
Nick.
and we'll definitely
Never
look
gonna
in.
make it mainstream that way. It's
Um,
embarrassing.
great submission, guys. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we will be back with more table reads.
The little monkey's owner will never be my friend. And we
Welcome back to Table Reads for Cash. We are your hosts, Flimbert Einstein,
That's me.
Mary McKay, and me, Michael M.
Michael,
Michaels.
Michael, Michaels.
Okay, it's Michael M. Michaels.
Right. The M
Let's
is
just leave it at
nobody
that.
knows. Nobody knows what it stands for.
Well, it could be anything, really. Any name that starts with M could be. It's not. You're
Mitch,
not supposed.
McConnell.
It could be a name that ends in M, even.
When I chose this stage name, I wanted to have like an air of mystery surrounding it. You know, to try to get those roles like Blue Bloods or Bosch, uh, and so I wanted a really mysterious sounding stage name. So I went with Michael M. Michaels. You know, like it's like kind
Hmm.
of creepy, like uh, mysterious. Nobody really knows what's going on. And You know, like names like Edgar Allan Poe. It's like, ooh, creepy.
But then but yeah, creepy and mysterious, but like at the same time, we know too much about him because we have his whole middle name.
Agreed. Yeah, that was a mistake on his part, I would say.
Sure.
And I myself am Mary M. McKay.
It's a little odd that you guys both have that M in the middle.
Mm.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Very mysterious, if you ask me.
You know what? I'm going to change the subject because I feel like Icarus, I might have flown a little too close to the sun right there. All right, so real quick, folks, before we get going with the second half of our show, I'd like to remind you this is our global premiere. We are debuting the show. Please keep it PC in the comments tonight. If we get banned from YouTube, we're going to have to stream on Friendster, and we're really hoping we don't lose another platform. We've already been banned from 7 major streaming platforms, and we just want to keep it there. You know, we've had our fun, but it's time to kind of dial it back a little bit. We don't want to be streaming on. The other option we have is Vines, which is a great format. We love Vines, but it's a little restricting in terms of content. So we're just hoping we can keep it on YouTube, not get banned from here. So if you guys could just kind of, you know, if you like our ASMR content, you can tell us in person, or you know, you can tell us in the comments, but just keep it very, very, very clean. Okay, before we go any further, though, it's my obligation to read you the list of our sponsors. We are Table Readz, sponsored by Monsanto, Lockheed Martin, Enron, Koch Industries, Palantir, United Healthcare, Meta, Halliburton, Tesla, Archer Daniels Midland, Bayer, ExxonMobil, Amazon, Chevron, Vaultec, Nestle, the British East India Company, DuPont, Purdue Pharma, BlackRock, Newsmax, the Church of Scientology, Ticketmaster, Dow Chemical, Nabisco, Philip Morris, and, of course, Lesser Evil Popcorn.
Hell yeah, we love our sponsors, especially Lesser Evil Popcorn.
We were a little worried that some of these corporations with such a great reputation, like ExxonMobil or Amazon or Tesla, we were worried they were going to drop us after the scandal of this week. But instead, they sponsored us way harder. They have doubled their commitment to our show. So we just want to say thank you to all of the names we just mentioned. You guys have no idea how much this helps us keep the lights on, keep the show on the air.
Thank you, Flemmy, for those wonderful sponsors.
Great job as usual.
Thank you.
And once again, every hour on the hour, I am required to read this statement in accordance with our production staff's new outline for the show. So I'm required to read this. Do I want to read this? No, absolutely not. I think, you know, we should be able to say whatever the hell we want.
You'd rather be reading a script.
I'd rather
than
be reading a
this.
script than this. But our production staff made it very clear that if we do not read this, then we could be at risk for further legal troubles or completely false allegations. So here it goes. Table Readz for cash and Table Readz Incorporated under the YMC Production Company is a complete work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents are either the products of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. This is including but not limited to spiritual entities, extraterrestrials, animals, both large and small, and plants. So there it is. There you have it, folks.
What about
pretty-
minerals?
Sorry, what was that, Flem?
What about minerals?
It's not in there.
Good question.
Okay.
Maybe we should
Wow.
pen that in.
Just might want to play it safe, is all I'm saying. We've just had kind of a rough week.
Sure.
Yeah, but it has been a rough week. My phone is not stopped. Like it's just constant emails and like press, like requests for press, statements and announcements. And my mom's calling me over and over again, trying to see if I'm okay. I said, Mom, I'm fine. I still, go to therapy. I have therapy tomorrow morning, so we'll be fine.
I've appeared on Newsmax over a dozen times this week just doing damage control, and I would really like to get back to doing what I love, and that is not damage control. Damage control is not what brings me passion.
Right. But, we have to get ahead of this. We have to get ahead of this incident, which is why our locations and talent scout, Una Lombard, has been placed on a temporary leave. It's an unpaid leave. Sorry, Una. Um, I don't want to throw you under the bus, but you blew it. You blew it on Twitch, okay? And that's why we received our 7-day ban. Um, Again, completely false allegations, but we'll welcome back Una when she returns to work next Monday. Anything else about Una?
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
there have been some troubling rumors that I've been hearing. I got asked about this on all 13 of my Newsmax appearances this week. They said, we hear that Carl is behind this. We hear Carl is the one who made the mistake. We want to assert that, first of all, we support Carl. No questions asked. In any circumstances, it doesn't matter. Carl he's the magic. He's the man behind the curtain. He's the one who makes this entire thing run. How dare you say that about our Carl? You take it back. You take it back right now. That's all I've got.
And
I got your back on that one because that is absolutely ridiculous.
It's character assassination. Now Una Lombard, she has another one coming. I think Una needs to know just how bad she messed up. We're gonna throw her. We're not gonna throw her under the bus. We're gonna throw her under one of those giant machines that moves the wind turbine blades.
and after our lawyers throw the book at twitch.tv, they will physically throw the book at Una if she comes back into the office, where we will welcome her with open arms and much respect to Una.
But not only if she consents.
That's right.
Absolutely. And I'd like to clarify that when I said earlier I've broken every cup in my house this week, Una was not at my house. There was a cardboard cutout of Una, but Una herself was not physically assaulted. I just want to make that really clear.
And Carl, we do wish you the best. We hope you recover soon, buddy. Carl's in a medically induced coma right now, and he's been our head of production for almost 3 whole months now, although we've known him for nearly 10 years. We hope you come back to us soon, Carl, buddy. We love you and we miss you.
This
Yeah,
is honestly this has been harder than the time he was gone for 6 weeks when he was in rehab.
That's definitely true. We did have a really kind of magical moment with Carl earlier this week. We pulled him out of his medically induced coma briefly to ask him several questions about problems we're having with our JavaScript. And then we re-induced. We put him back in the coma, but it was super helpful. He really helped us figure out a couple things that we were missing. And, part of why this show is so streamlined, it's looking as good as it does, is because of those 5 or so minutes where we pulled Carl out of his coma.
Thanks, Jim Trainer, for the prayers up. Prayers up from the chat for Carl. We hope you recover soon, buddy. And we hope we don't have to pull you out for any more tech support, because we know you love it in there. You love it in that medically induced coma. It's where you thrive,
Who would?
and it's where you belong. Really, we all know that.
Yeah, we're doing this for you, Carl.
And we never would have gotten into this mess without Carl. I mean, with Carl.
Right. With Carl at the
Um,
helm, Una Lombard is just an underling, and Una Lombard, serves to scrub the deck and scrub the tech and, scout the locations. That's her primary function. but when
Right.
we needed a talent scout on the fly, and she came through briefly. We got about 5 ASMR scripts at her behest, and the sixth one is what accrued these allegations, which are false.
Which are false, and we stand by Una 100%.
Um,
But also, Una, how could you?
all right. This isn't productive anymore. I realize that you're very angry, Flimmy. If you want to come with me to therapy tomorrow, I will pick you up.
Huh, what's that?
We've got another incoming script here, guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we do. Wow.
And Carl is the mastermind behind all that, all our videography work and all those inner workings. Just really great job, buddy.
All right. Guys, this is very exciting. We have this incoming script just came in, and this incoming script is submitted into uh, just by the scene. So that's the scene tier, whatever that one's called, wood or lead or tin or whatever.
The tin tier. That's right.
Yeah, so this is submitted by the Fresno Film Society, and they shout out to the Fresno Film Society. Let's give them a hand. That's our hometown. So, just in case y'all forgot. So this society wasn't actually there when we were there, but it sounds like it's a beautiful addition. And they said they've put together a screening of the movie Before Sunrise at the Isla Tea Lounge on August 27th. That's coming right up. From 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's Fresno, California, United States of America.
Wow.
And that's gonna be, it looks like tickets are $12. So they wanted to do a quick scene if you want to check it out.
Sounds like a beautiful event.
I love tea. I personally love tea. I don't know about you guys.
We need to get a tea sponsorship here. We should all be drinking tea.
Well, we do have the British East India Company. I think they might.
Oh, yeah, we're good then. We should
They
have
still
them
have
send
tea?
us some tea.
Oh, sure.
I didn't know. I thought the British East India Company stopped doing tea a long time ago.
They did, but they're back in it now.
They're doing bubble tea now.
Yeah, it's mostly boba.
Boba. Delicious.
You know what, guys? As the one of us who's recognized as sort of the premier talent, I feel like I'm kind of overshadowing you guys. So why don't you guys take the roles on this one? Since there are only 2 parts, I can do some stage direction. I can sort of be the overseer.
Mm-hmm.
The overseer. That sounds like a wrestler too, like Nick Cave.
Yeah, or that could be a role that we add to this play if we think there's a spot for a kind of an overseer type role.
Totally. I mean, it's not looking good right off the bat. We start here Before Sunrise, fake phone call scene. I mean, who writes in a fake phone call scene? Guys, come on.
This just doesn't seem like the sort of script that would ever get turned into anything real, you know?
Right. Adding a cool, like, Undertaker type wrestler character could be a really solid move. I mean, we haven't read this yet, but I'm just thinking here, whatever this is about, it could use a kind of like a badass action hero type character. I love that kind of stuff.
That's like this, it needs a little action. Just from my skimming of it, there's no breaking of windows. There's no one smashing a table. No one breaking every single cup in his house. I think we could add just a little bit more of that, and it could really spice it up.
Sure, let's keep an eye out for that as we read through here.
Yeah, I will just remind you guys this was not this is not a free submission. It's not from the hat. Um, so we will not be but it was only one scene, so we won't be including edits. However, Fresno Film Society, if you are watching right now, if you would like to pay an additional affordable fee, we'd be more than happy to go through and use our expertise to kind of spruce things up. That being said, we haven't read it yet, so we don't even know. One of these characters could be a James Bond type or a wrestler type, or something of that nature.
Boy, I hope so.
Right. And if there could be a sort of James Bond and the Giant Peach element, I'm gonna give this one 10 out of 10. I can tell you that right away, right off the bat.
Badass. We're gonna make Before Sunrise so badass.
Yeah, we are. Okay, should we get going on this one, guys?
Yeah.
Sure. Do you want to take reader 1 or reader 2, Mary?
I'll take reader 1. It sounds like a female.
I'll take reader 2. Also looks like a female.
Okay, let's see. It says here my first scene description says skip the scene descriptions. Huh. This is
So not
this
only is there
kind
no
of
character, yeah, not only do you not have a character, but they're also trying to cut you from reading the directions.
this is kind of the story of my life, you know. They don't want my overseer role, but they're gonna get my overseer role, you know.
They're gonna get it.
They're gonna get it. Okay, so skip the scene descriptions. Not doing that. Read the character dialogue. Well,
That's us.
yeah, I'm not gonna do that because that's not. Wow, they're just telling me everything. They're telling me the opposite of what needs to happen here. Play it natural. I never recommend that, by the way. I do not ever recommend playing it natural. Play it natural, playful, flirty. Guys, don't lean into the flirty thing. Another cancellation could ruin us. And conversational. So skip the scene descriptors, read the character dialogue, play it natural, playful, flirty, and conversational.
I don't know if Mary's getting tired or doing some warm-ups.
Yeah, those are just part of my warm-ups. Usually my warm-ups take like,
Yeehaw. All right. Here we go. Let's
You
hit it.
guys, I've always been a little curious about your warm-up techniques, and I was thinking maybe next episode we could kind of dive into that a little bit and talk about how you guys, how I too warm up before a big role.
It's a great idea.
I'm
Okay.
always happy to share my expertise.
I can't wait. I am genuinely so excited for that. Okay, so it says begin on the next page. These directions are more than a little confusing. Begin on the next page. Forget it. Start at Celine. Okay, now I'm calling my best friend in Paris. Keep going through both fake phone calls. Huh. Stop before scene 33, exterior of the Albertina ledge at night.
That sounds like an action-packed scene, you know?
Sure.
Can I just say 33 angel numbers again?
Yep. 333, sign of the Semi-Christ.
We love the
Okay,
Semi-Christ. We love
The
the Christ killer.
semicolon.
All of it. Semi-trucks.
Right. All of that.
Semisphere.
Semisphere.
Semi-charmed kind of life.
Oh, yeah, I love that movie. Performance note. You are sitting across from each other pretending to call friends. Wow, they're really kind of letting the cat out of the bag here. The
Well,
joke.
I need to pay attention because I actually have no idea what this movie is about.
Yeah, can you guys lock in?
Okay, I'm locking.
Okay. The joke is that you are really telling each other how you feel. Do not overact it. Again, that's terrible advice. Don't You can ignore some of these.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Michael.
Yeah, I've never underacted anything in my life. This is going to be
Right.
a first.
Let the awkwardness and chemistry do the work. Optional, and this I would skip this just because it sounds way too difficult. But it says optional mime holding a phone while you read. Okay.
Okay.
So it's the interior of a cafe at night. After a series of tables of interesting people and hearing bits of conversations, we see Celine and Jesse sitting across from each other, talking for once.
Okay, right off the bat, real quick, I'm looking down before we start, I'm looking down here and I'm seeing another language. Um,
Oh,
Can we
yeah.
just translate that
Not
real
good.
quick?
Yeah, we
wait,
can.
what?
Can we just translate that real quick?
Sure, we can just use Google Translate.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my name is Celine, so I'm thinking maybe I'm supposed to have a French
Oh,
accent.
yeah, do it. You'll do
I'll
great.
try. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, Flemmy needs to read the interior of this cafe.
Oh, he
Oh,
did.
wait, you did. He
I
did.
did.
Okay, here we
I
go.
did.
Yeah,
Real
you're
quick
good.
though, I'm sorry. I know that we're going on this, but what is the I've just not seen any body types. Can you guys give me a quick lead in on body types?
Great
My
question.
character is very slim and trim and just attractive.
Mhm.
I think is how I kind of envision her.
Excellent. Thank you, Mary.
And I'd like to be kind of like a big, bulky, kind of like robotic arm, with sunglasses,
Like
like
a cyborg?
like a cyborg with like bionic neck, like half machine almost.
Cyborg. That's
We're
a
getting ready for
cyborg.
that ledge scene.
Right. I feel like Jesse works fine for that character, but what if we called you the Overseer instead?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Ripping.
I'm sorry to interrupt it. I'll let you guys take it away from here. I'm turning it over to you guys. I am so ready for this. I am on the edge of my seat.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm calling my just French accent. Now I'm calling my I don't have it.
That sounds good.
That was really good.
Really? It sounded like a French accent?
Yeah,
So
I
French.
think so.
Okay. Now I'm calling my best friend in Paris, who I'm supposed to have lunch with in about 8 hours. Ring, ring. Pick up.
What?
Pick up the phone.
Oh, right. Hello?
Allô, Vanny, c'est Céline. Comment ça va?
Bien et toi?
Ah, tu sais ce qui est arrivé.
Okay, maybe we should just do it in English.
Vanessa, I'm sorry I missed lunch, but I met a guy on the train and got off with him in Vienna. We're still here.
Are you crazy?
Probably.
So he's Austrian? He lives there?
No. He's just passing through here too. He's American. He goes home tomorrow morning.
So why'd you get off the train with him?
He convinced me. But I think I was ready after only talking to him a short while. He was so sweet. We were in the lounge car and he began to talk about him as a little boy seeing his great-grandmother's ghost. I think that's when I feel for him. Just the idea of this little boy, full of dreams. He trapped me,
Hmm.
and he's so cute. He has really beautiful blue eyes, nice pink lips, and greasy hair, and a robot arm. He's kind of tall and a little clumsy. I like to feel his eyes on me when I look away, and he kind of kisses like an adolescent. It's so cute.
What?
Yeah, we kissed. It was so adorable. As the night went on, I began to like him more and more, but I'm afraid he's scared of me. I told him of my story about the woman killing her ex-boyfriend and this manipulative, mean, dangerous woman. I just hope he doesn't feel that way about me, because you know me. I'm the most harmless person. I just hide behind angriness because it's the only way I've found to protect myself. The only person I could ever really hurt is myself.
I'm not sure he's scared of you. I'm sure he's crazy about you.
Okay, now it's your turn. Call your friend.
Jesse puts the phone up to his ear.
Bring, bring, ring. I usually get this guy's answering machine.
Hey, dude, what's up?
Hey, Frank, you're there.
So you're back. How was Madrid?
Well, it all pretty much sucked. I'm coming back a little early. Jody and I finally had our long overdue meltdown. Um, the long distance thing never seems to work out, does it? All my stupid romantic projections. I was actually only in Madrid for a few days. I had to get the hell out of there. I've been wandering around Europe for the last couple of weeks like an idiot. I got a cheaper flight out of Vienna that didn't leave for a while, but it really wasn't that much cheaper. I could have come run right I could have come right back, but I just couldn't. I think I wanted to just wallow for a while. I wanted to run, but not home. I didn't want to see anyone I knew. I didn't want to talk. I wanted to be a ghost, completely anonymous.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that's just it. I'm really great, rapturous. I'm a real person again. I'll tell you why. It's my last night in Europe, and I've met someone very special. You know how they say we are each other's angels and demons? Well, she was literally this Botticelli angel waiting for me at the gates of back to life.
Wow. How did you meet?
On the train, actually, I saw her a couple of hours before we ever talked as I was finding a seat. She had her foot up on the seat across from her and didn't notice me at all as I passed by her. Then later, there was this weirdo couple near her. She moved across and happened to sit right across the aisle from me. We began to talk. I don't think she really liked me at the beginning. She's so smart and passionate and beautiful. I felt so unsure of myself. I felt everything I was saying was stupid macho stuff.
Oh man, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she wasn't judging you. And by the way, she decided to sit next to you. I'm sure she did it on purpose. Us men are stupid. We never understand women. They act strange, the little I know of them.
The window shatters. A man steps in. I am the overseer, he says.
The Overseer, my nemesis.
Jesse, help me.
It's pretty cool.
With your-
Overseer takes
with
no
your-
prisoners.
With your robot arms.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't notice he has robot arms.
I like the additions. You know, I think that's a good submission. Well done, well crafted.
Agreed.
That was cute.
It was cute,
And wholesome.
fun. I could see like, you know, it almost feels like this. It's so naturally written that it almost feels like it is just taken from improvised dialogue, not actually written, but
True.
which is great. It's great writing. I would say there was a cool part. Um, I like
When the overseer crashed through the window.
there was a part that was like that was alluding to that almost.
The weird couple on the train. One of them was human, one was a robot.
Yeah, I do feel like that was implied.
Well, the part about the story about a woman killing her ex-boyfriend and stuff was pretty cool. That feels like some unresolved backstory. Like maybe the robot, the cyborg is like out for revenge because
Do they do?
the
Oh, go
overseer
ahead.
killed his family or something.
Do they like do spin-offs of movies? Like I know they do spin-offs of shows. Like we all are watching the new Big Bang Theory spin-off. Stewart fails to save the universe. You know, Chuck Lorre could do no wrong in my eyes.
For sure.
But do they do spin-offs of movies or do they just do sequels? Because like the Overseer and the Murderer,
Mm-hmm.
like that whole thing would be like a really good spin-off movie.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much already written, you know what I mean?
That was kind of my first thought upon scanning the script was tons of spin-off potential.
And that's one thing that always, like when I'm rating a script, you know, people ask me to rate scripts all the time, and that's one of the things that I look at. How many spin-off opportunities are there?
Right. One of our favorite things to do here at Table Reads is read a bit of fan fiction. So if you are out there listening and you've got a wonderful piece of fan fiction, be it Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Lower Decks, original series,
Below Deck.
Below Deck, Above Deck, Firefly, um,
The previous generation.
the Elder Brain generation.
Stargate.
You know, I would love to see some fan
Highlander.
fiction from what was the underwater Star Trek? Sequest DSV. Do you guys remember that? That was so
Yeah.
good.
Of course.
Like,
Quantum Leap.
oh, we could do a whole episode on Quantum Leap.
We could
Let's
do infinite episodes on Quantum Leap.
exactly.
Even Echo the Dolphin was a spin-off of that underwater Star Trek series.
Was it really? Was Echo the Dolphin
Flipper?
from Sequest DSV?
Not Flipper, no. We're talking about Echo the Dolphin. Although Free Willy was oddly enough also, it wasn't based on that, but it was set in the same universe.
I feel like Echo the Dolphin was some way related to Flipper, like son of Flipper or whatever.
Son of Flipper, that'd be a good spin-off.
Yeah, that is you're correct. That's
Echo
true.
the Dolphin, son of Flipper.
Dawn of Flipper.
Sure.
Dawn of the Son of Flipper. I'm writing these down.
Yeah, write them all down because we work on our own scripts too. Most of which are like half baked pages or two, and sometimes if we're feeling really in the mood, we'll like pull some of those out of the hat just like for fun. So shit.
Not
Oh my
again.
God. I feel
Another
like we
script.
just start to get into like really good creative process, like we're riffing and then here comes a script.
Always, every time.
What have we got here, folks?
We have another hat script. Looks like, let me see, it looks like some kind of buddy cop, detective action mystery thriller kind of deal.
Does.
Called Harbor Heat by Rick Malloy. Rick Malloy, thank you so much for your submission. And congratulations to you, Rick Malloy, for your script being selected from the hat. Looks like this was actually submitted. Rick submitted this in February of 2024, so he's been waiting quite a while, but you never know. It could be the next day, it could be 10 years from now.
Right, we don't get to all these scripts in the hat. Paid submissions go right to the top of the line. Even they take precedent over our own works. So currently, we're doing voiceover work for a production called Tragedy at Oscar's Bend, and it's been put on hold because we've been getting so many paid submissions, um, like the Before Sunrise submission we just had, and how could we pass up that wonderful new submission from Nick Cave tonight with Gladitor 2. We don't have much time left here, folks. The hour is about to wrap up, so let's just jump right into Harbor Heat and see if we can get a couple scenes here. Let's go ahead and skip to scene 2, shall we?
Let's do it.
Is there a scene 2?
Oh, I need to know which characters I am real quick. I don't know if you guys need to know who you
Do you want to
are.
go up to the character list again?
Well,
In this scene, we have Voss, we have Reyes, we have Eddie the Raincoat. I believe those are the only characters in this scene. Oh, there is an attendant as well.
Sorry, could you read this one more time?
Yeah, so in this scene, we have Eddie the Raincoat.
I'll take Eddie the Raincoat.
Okay, we have Voss. I believe that is Lena
I'll be
Voss.
Voss. I'll be Voss.
Okay, you take Voss, and I will play Detective Marco Reyes.
Wait, is that
there's
really a
not-
3-person scene?
There's one line from an attendant.
I'll take
Other
the
than
attendant. Let me take the attendant.
You got it.
Can we read our character descriptions just briefly? But I know
That's
we're in a
great.
bit of a rush, but you want to go ahead with the character descriptions, Mary?
Oh, sure. I already forgot who you guys are, so tell me in just a second. I'll read mine. I will be playing for this table read today, Detective Lena Voss. Lena Voss is 43 years old, veteran detective, sharp, tired, divorced from patients. Sounds like sharp by sharp. I think they meant to say like sharp angled, meaning like rail thin and bony, maybe spider thin even. So if you want to add that in, so she's impatient and she's hungry and skinny, and is twice divorced from former husbands, not any current husbands. Oh, I see. Okay.
Which you can see the comedic undercurrent because I'm going to be playing Detective Marco Reyes, and his mouth is always full of food. So the idea of putting this constantly hungry detective next to this detective who always has a mouth full of food, you just know there are going to be some good hijinks here. You can really feel it.
That is so insightful, and that is like what you are like your expertise is just so valuable. You're just brimming with knowledge and beautiful, creative, poetic insight. Flemmy, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thanks for saying
Flemmy.
that, Mary.
You're
I really appreciate that, guys.
Flemmy's a wonderful man.
And I mean, his grandfather or whatever, his uncle was Alfred Einstein, so
One of the
smarty
smartest men.
pants.
Smartest Alfred Einstein. M equals E squared.
M to A squared plus B squared equals M.
E.
Ambert Einstein MC equals squared.
MC
That sound right?
Hammer.
Yeah. Isn't he the one who came up with the theory of situationships?
Yep.
MC Hammer.
Yeah.
And the theory of brolativity.
Oh, that's true. So I'm going to be playing Detective Marco Reyes, who's 29. Wow, really robbing the cradle there, Lena.
I don't.
Are they
You?
together?
Well, with the one having a mouthful of food and the other one being constantly hungry, there's going to be some romantic tension there at the very least.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I stopped eating ice cream and Kahlua, and I've not had a drink. I haven't had a drink, so 3 times I've quit. Third time's the charm. Gave up lactose and the booze in the same fell swoop. Nothing makes a person more miserable.
I mean, I can relate. I actually recently gave up both meat and vegetables.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying not to eat. I'm doing a plant-free vegetarian.
Only chemicals, like only like red 5 or yellow
Right.
5 or
Right.
whatever.
Exactly. Totally. Yeah.
Mhm.
No
Mhm.
plants, no animals. That's I'm just
Mhm.
trying to wean myself off plants and
Mhm.
animals.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
Uh
My description is that I'm a newly transferred, smart, ambitious, overconfident detective who talks too much when nervous, mouth full of food, mouth full of rage, throat full of blessing for all living things, a, a guru of kindness hidden behind his food-filled mouth and anger veil. That's honestly hitting a little close to home. Like, I don't think I really am going to have to act this one, you know?
you know what is cool about about Rick Malloy is that he's not leaving any room for questions here. He's answering them all right off the bat. Normally, when I have a character, my process to get into my character takes several hours. But for this, Rick Malloy's done the work for me. I don't have to, sit and go through that extensive, lengthy, solitary process because Rick's already outlined all of that for me.
Right.
Um,
Good. Check your chat, Mary.
got it. Okay.
And I will be taking the role of Eddie the Raincoat Pell, who is 39, a nervous informant, muscular, cut, leady man. That's exactly the type of role I like to play, folks. A leady man. Not one of these, like, you know, nearly behind the scenes uh, ensemble type characters. I don't want to be tree number 4 or even tree number 3. I want to be a leady man. So this is a good role for me. Nervous informant, muscular, leady man. Um, has survived. Oh shoot, Horace has survived by being useful and irritating. Refuses to get a smartphone. Still has a pager on his belt. He's always wearing a dickie. And this is a wonderful thing about this screenplay by Rick Malloy is that he did opt in for on-the-fly edits. So I don't know if that was here before Marion Flimbert got to it, but the dickie does need a little bit more description. What is a dickie? Is this pants? Is it a shirt? He's always wearing a chevron dickie. That goes so well with the pager. Um, beneath his blouse. He keeps a mouse in his coat pocket at all times. The mouse is named Kirby. Kirby makes a strange wheezing sound constantly that punctuates Eddie's utterances. Whew.
Who wants to be the mouse then?
I can take Kirby.
Okay.
Okay, so we're starting on scene 2. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Let's do it, folks. All right, we've got about 10 minutes here to run through this scene too. So
Yeah.
let's rip it.
I also just want, I just want to say, since we're going to probably be signing off after this, and I might forget, but thank you everybody who looks like we've got a couple thousand people that have followed us from Twitch to YouTube, which is just awesome. And you guys this is why we do it, like, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming over here with us, y'all. Who knows? We may be back to Twitch in no time. It could be. These legal proceedings could take years. You just never know. Okay, scene 2. I'm gonna grab. I'm narrator, right? Narrator and attendant
And raincoat.
and raincoat. Okay. Scene 2. Interior Ocean Star bowling lanes. Afternoon. A nearly empty bowling alley near the industrial waterfront. Dim, neon, carpet with a pattern designed by someone who feared silence. That means it's loud. A few old men bowl in slow motion, arguing about scorekeeping. Voss and Reyes enter. Eddie the Raincoat Pell sits. That's me. I'm Eddie. Eddie the Raincoat Pell
should be
sits in a
bold.
booth near lane 7, wearing a yellow raincoat, despite clear weather. He eats fries with a fork. Voss slides into the booth across from him. Reyes sits beside her. Mary, check your chat again. Same issue.
Got it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I believe it's Eddie's line.
Eddie's up.
You're Eddie.
I believe that's you, Michael.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was going to say raincoat.
I thought I was gonna say Reyes.
I'm Reyes.
Shit.
I'm raincoat.
I mean, shoot.
You can cuss
Yeah,
on
that
here.
should say
It's cool.
raincoat.
That's a cool thing about YouTube is we can cuss all we want, I think.
It's the cool thing about YouTube. It's the cool thing about you. It's the cool thing about me.
Here we go. I said one cop.
This is one cop in a ride along.
Reyes smiles tightly.
Detective Reyes.
You look like you still apologize to vending machines.
Only when they're right.
Voss places the photo of the Queen of Hearts on the table. Eddie stops eating. Nope.
That's not a sentence.
It is in my community.
Talk.
No. Voss takes one of his fries and eats it. Eddie looks personally wounded. That was the long one.
She wouldn't do that. Then talk fast.
Eddie lowers his voice. You don't want this case.
We never do. It keeps happening.
Eddie looks at Reyes. You're funny. That's bad for you.
So I've heard.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm like having trouble scrolling. Okay, so I've heard. Voss taps the photo.
Who leaves the card?
Eddie wipes his fingers on a napkin. He looks around. There's a crew moving through the port. Not Kroll's people, not locals. They call themselves St. Jack.
St. Jack is a person or an organization?
Yes.
Eddie.
Nobody knows. Sometimes it's a guy. Sometimes it's 5 guys. Sometimes it's Wendy's. Sometimes it's Burger King. Sometimes it's just a phone call, and then someone's boat catches fire. Reyes leans in.
What are they moving?
Eddie looks at Voss. You tell him to stop looking interested. It makes me nervous. Beep, 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 beep. My pager's going off. Hold on. My pager.
Give me the damn pager.
I'm sorry.
He was born that way.
Diamonds is the card.
No.
Yes.
So clean for Kroll.
Not jewelry store diamonds, industrial diamonds. Conflict stones mixed in with cutting equipment. In, out, laundered through machine parts. Kroll's warehouse kept them cold, quiet, and invisible.
Diamonds don't need to be cold.
Neither does soda, but people like a system. Voss lets that sit.
Why kill dock workers?
Because one of them took something. Probably diamonds, you know.
A diamond?
Eddie shakes his head. Not a diamond, actually. A ledger. Voss and Reyes exchange a look.
Who has it?
Eddie looks past them. His face drains. Nobody move. Beep, 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 beep. My pager's going off and my mouse is breathing.
How many?
2 at the shoe counter, 1 by the arcade, maybe 1 outside. Reyes starts to turn. Voss catches his wrist under the table.
Don't.
At the shoe counter, Milo Barnes pretends to rent shoes. He keeps glancing over. Another man stands by a broken pinball machine.
For old people?
Worse. Freelance people. The worst kind of people. The freelances. They've got no
Freelance,
union. They've got no employer.
freelance killers?
Freelance idiots with guns. That's worse. Professionals wait. Reyes slowly reaches for his badge. Voss speaks quietly.
If you flash it, this place becomes a fireworks stand.
Suggestions?
Voss looks at the lanes. An old man's bowling ball rolls slowly towards the pins.
Can you bowl?
Is this a real question?
Can you bowl?
I was in a league with my hand for 2 stars.
Of course you were.
Voss stands, smiling as if nothing is wrong.
Eddie, go to the bathroom.
I don't have to.
You do now.
Eddie gets up, looks at his pager, pets his pet rat, and gives him a little kiss on the forehead. Then he hurries towards the restroom. Voss grabs a bowling ball from the bowling ball return. Reyes stands beside her, his eyes piercing down the lane as if he has some sort of post-traumatic memory from a bowling alley.
What are we doing?
Community outreach.
Milo notices Eddie leaving and starts after him. Voss then steps onto the lane approach. Ma'am, you need shoes to do the bowl. Sorry, I'm gonna redo that.
Can I add something really quick before
Yeah,
you do that?
please.
I mean, yeah, just 1 second. You can go ahead and start. Okay.
Ma'am, you need shoes to bowl at Bonnie's Bowl and Bleed Bowling Alley and Blood Eatery.
You don't want to start with me. I'm so hungry. I've never been so hungry. I've never been so sober. Now, watch this.
That's Ray. That's Ray's trying to
And-
talk
Yeah.
with a
and
mouthful
then,
of food. That's a really good
and
edit. Good edit.
and then,
Quality.
we're trying to hurry. We're really.
No, these edits, these on-the-fly edits, are some of the best. Some of the best stuff we do here on Table Reads for the client.
Can they see these edits? Are we
Oh yeah,
scrolled?
yeah, we're good.
Okay. Okay, let's start from the ma'am you need
Yeah.
shoes.
Okay, so let's catch us up here. So, a couple bad guys walk in the bowling alley as these cops are talking to the informant, and the informant sees them and is like, "We got to get out of here." And then the cops are picking up these bowling balls, like they're gonna bowl for some reason. They're obviously up to something, like maybe they're gonna throw the bowling balls at the. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Then this attendant approaches them. Ma'am, you need shoes to bowl at Bonnie's Bowl. Ma'am, you need shoes to bowl at Bonnie's Bowl and Bleed Bowling Alley and Blood Eatery.
You don't want to start with me. I'm so hungry. Oh, I've never been so hungry. I've never been so sober. Now, watch this.
Voss picks up a bowling ball, which almost makes her fall over because she's so frail, and the bowling ball is so heavy.
Damn it, Rays. Damn it.
Voss hurls the bowling ball down the lane without looking. It jumps the lane divider, smashes into the pinball machine beside the armed men.
Oh,
Robot armed men.
man.
It Voss hurls the bowling ball down the lane without looking. It jumps the lane divider, smashes into the pinball machine beside the robot armed man. It's all coming full circle. The machine erupts and lights and sparks. The man flinches and reaches inside his jacket. Oh, and he pulls out
A pager.
a
Another
fake
mouse.
phone.
Oh my.
Oh, beautiful.
It's Jesse the cyborg. Reyes moves fast, drawing his weapons.
Police, man.
Milo panics and runs toward. Oops. Jesse. Jesse the overseer.
Jesse. Yeah.
Over cyborg.
I was going to say Jesse Tron.
Yeah.
You know, because that's how you know it's a robot. That's how you would know. Otherwise, or Jesse 3000.
Yeah, Jesse-tron's fine. Jesse-tron panics and runs towards the exit. Voss cuts him off, slamming him into a rack of bowling balls. He groans. Pinned awkwardly? That's hilarious. But it's just a stage note, so the pun is going to be lost on the viewer.
Oh, the pins, the bowling ball pins.
Yeah, so...
Well, unless he goes, hey, you got me, you awkwardly pinned me, or, hey, you pinned me, or...
Right, so I think, like, there needs a... If you're going to work in, like, puns and stuff into your script, make sure they're not part of the scene directions, because that will be lost on the viewer. This is screenplay writing 101, folks. I mean, it is kind of hilarious just to read it as a little, like,
Maybe he did it for the
joke.
table read,
I think he did it for
like,
the table. It's, like, obviously in there for us.
because some writers, like in screenplay writers, they'll like write, scripts and screenplays for movies, and some people actually just write them for the table reads. But people that are not in the industry don't really know that.
Right. Okay, so we've got Jesse-tron's like... Jesse-tron's like... He's like, hey, you've got me pinned. Then he
on the fake phone.
Right, he pulls a vole from his pocket and throws it at Reyes. The second man bolts through the arcade and Reyes chases him. And I think we probably... No, we can do one more page here.
Yeah, it's kind
It's
of
like one more. Okay, so now we've moved into the interior of what was it called? Bonnie's
Blood Library.
Bonnie's Bowling.
Bowl and bleed.
Bonnie's Bowl and Bleed.
Bowling alley and blood eatery.
Okay. This is the interior of Bonnie's Bowl and Bleed Bowling Alley and Blood Eatery Bowling Lanes Arcade. Continuous. So the shot comes over through the room, I guess. That's cool. I love that.
It's a nice stage direction.
We're going from the lanes to the arcade. Fun. This is action-packed. The arcade is dark and cramped. Old racing games, claw machines, and dance
A dance game.
a dance.
Yes, DDR.
A
It's
dance
DDR.
game no one has survived. It's DDR. The man turns, drawing a gun. Reyes tackles him into a skee-ball machine, and tickets pour out endlessly. Fantastic.
Yeah.
The man struggles. Reyes cuffs him. Voss enters with Jesse Tron by the collar.
I'm sorry, what does that mean?
Aunt League?
I think it's supposed to say Ant League.
Oh, right. Sure. It's got to be an Ant League.
Yeah. Ant League? Ant League? Wait, I'm frail. I gotta say that more frail. Ant League.
Who plays third against the centipedes?
Yeah, ant. Out of.
4. 4. Well, it was really a matter of time. Before you found out about my my bowling career and my failures.
Good edit. Good edit. Voss looks at the tickets pouring from the machine.
Congratulations.
Eddie peeks out from the
Oh my
bathroom.
god, that's so funny. I forgot about him.
Oh, about Eddie? Is everybody done being heroic?
Who has the ledger, Eddie?
Eddie looks at Jesse-tron. Eddie looks at Jesse-tron, then back at Voss. Nadine Kroll's daughter.
It should be Narlene.
Yeah, for sure. We love Narlene. Narlene's actually on our staff. That's fine. That's a fine edit right there. Narlene Kroll. Narlene Kroll's daughter. That's Ray's.
Oh, that's a daughter?
Everybody has a daughter. Everybody has a daughter they don't put in the file. Just like everybody's got a mouse in their dicky. Voss absorbs this. Outside, sirens approach.
Name.
Eddie hesitates.
Damn it, Eddie. She's gotta be more pissed. She's so...
Here's another just like a side note to these scripts that we get. Like a lot of these detective and like buddy cop dramas have these like one-liners, but they're not actually one-liners. They're literally one-worders. Like name, Eddie, aquarium. There's a bunch of these coming up, and it's not very fun. Like it's not very fun to read, and it doesn't come across well on the stage. Unless it's like a bit where they go back and forth. They're like,
Well, yeah, like
Like-
Steve Martin and John Candy.
right. Like Eddie, name, aquarium, got the card. Like, and kind of make a rhythm out of it. But so yeah, we'll go over a couple of these notes at the end if we have time. As Eddie hesitates, Voss steps closer.
Eddie. Damn it, Eddie.
There you go, fixed. I mean, it's not that hard. June.
It's not rocket science.
June Kroll. That was the fake daughter. Everyone's got a fake daughter. She works nights at the aquarium just like all the fake kids do.
Like Flipper.
Like, yeah. There's another crossover here.
Let you finish this edit here real quick. Nice.
June Kroll. That was the fake daughter that everyone has. She works nights at the aquarium. She's in charge of overseeing the son of Flipper. Reyes looks at Voss.
Aquarium.
Yep, super fun to say. Voss starts walking.
Get the car.
You're not even going to explain why that sounds bad?
It sounds wet. That's enough.
They exit fast. Eddie watches them go. I should have moved to Phoenix. Error is Zona. Another pun there. Didn't land well.
That's okay. You can't win them all.
It should be air is zone of you.
Wait, I thought
Night.
it's air is zone A.
Air is zone. Air is zone I think I'm gonna go with of here. Air is zone of unite.
I think what probably need to
Well,
kind of wrap up
let's
with
wrap it up.
no, hold on. I mean wrap up like what's going on with Kirby at the end there too
We
before we
never had a
change.
mouse.
Yeah, we did.
Who? There was
He
no.
kissed it.
He kissed it, but the mouse had no lines.
No,
Yeah,
I
he was
know.
supposed to be
But
wheezing through all of that.
well, then put it in. What are we, mind readers?
Yeah, good call.
Can you imagine if every playwright and script and screenplay artist was just assuming that the cast and crew knew
We
that the Kirby was wheezing?
You're not wrong.
right. So where the air is dry. Good for my sweet mouse, Kirby's affliction. How do you spell tuberculosis?
Tuberculosis.
I get it. No. All right.
Um, hey, production team, I'm not sure who's on shift tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped a picture in the episode folder that was submitted to us by one of our viewers.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna pull that up.
Carl, if you're listening,
Carl, we're gonna have to seance him next week.
That's a really good idea.
Somebody said Kirby was controlling Eddie the whole time. You know, like the little mouse inside the body with the little controls.
that's cool. I was thinking it was maybe kind of like a Green Mile thing. Do you remember the
Yeah,
Green Mile with John Hanks?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
oh, thank you so much for the submission, this photo submission. Somebody just submitted this art. It's
It's
Kirby's.
so I don't know how they had time to make that in the
Really
time,
cool.
but they're really talented.
Bonnie's Bowl and Bleed. Water. Not really sure. Watery. That's really cool, guys.
Yeah. That's we've had a really rough time, but like when you guys do stuff like that, we remember why we're here.
Hey, it's just about that time to wrap up. So, thank you guys so much for watching Table Reads tonight. It's been a great time. Um, we'll be back next week with more on this unfolding situation with Twitch and the ASMR community, the controversy, more on Una, who, once again, not thrown under the bus, but she's not coming back to work. So who will win? Who we'll see who wins in this ongoing
YouTube
battle.
versus Twitch.
YouTube versus Twitch. Una Lombard versus Carl.
Table Reads versus the people.
You got anything, Flim?
Roe versus Wade.
I just want to reiterate what I said earlier that, as many people making new Twitch streams, which are solely dedicated to, how would you say, restoring our honor. We need hundreds of them. We want it to be like virtually anywhere you go on Twitch, all they're talking about is how wronged we were and what good people we are, what attractive people we are. So if everyone watching could just make 10 or so Twitch streams, we should have I think that will really make our point pretty strongly.
Thanks, Flemmy. And we'll see you all next time. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.